Hi guys, Kevin Straub here. I'm here to do discussion post 3, part 2, which is to create a 3 to 5 minute screencast-o-matic video that explores and explains the lesson plan you and your group developed using the actual lesson plan document, which is right here. Okay, so we have a government lesson plan, which is subject's right here, 12th grade, 55 minutes long. The title of the document is How a Bill Becomes a Law, Smoking Laws. Here are essential literacy strategy focus, related skills, and our content focus, which is the procedures and powers behind how a bill becomes a law, and how the power of the laws affect the regulations of the smoking industry. Here are two content standards. We really kind of go over 12.7 the most. 12.4 a little bit is brushed over a little bit, but mainly from the class previous to this. And then we have our ELA standards, which is what they're doing with their language arts. And then here are our instructional learning objectives and our assessments for them. So the first one is students will be able to explain how laws are passed at the national and state levels. And we're going to assess them informally with class discussion after the lecture. And then students will be able to describe current advertising and age regulations governing the tobacco industries, and students will be able to connect current laws and regulations to real life examples. We're assessing both of these the same way with our formally with students completing their graphic tobacco regulations research graphic organizer as their exit ticket. So we do have an exit ticket for them as they exit the classroom. So we have our language function, which is one word, which is explain, which is what they're mostly doing. Our vocabulary, our discourse, which is our pair share, group discussion, and class discussion. Here are all our resources that we have. We have a website that we use in one of the um, tasks, and then we have our video, our intro video, and the other important materials that are for the lesson plan. Prior knowledge is from last class of what they'll know, so 3 branches of government. And then here's our hook, which is kind of relating to their everyday life first, just asking them how they've seen tobacco laws in their everyday lives. We also give them a intro video, which is how a bill becomes a law. Give them little PowerPoints, and in the middle of the PowerPoints we have checks for understanding, so asking them what's going on in the content we're teaching. And then, so we have about 4 of them. And after the lesson plan, we have our guided instruction, which is the tobacco regulations worksheet. We work together as a group first, going over one specific regulation, which is found on this website here, which is Family Smoking Prevention and the Tobacco Control Act. So we fill out partially the worksheet with this specific act or law together as a class to show them what they're going to be doing. And then for independent practice, we have students will move into groups of 2, possibly 3 if there's not an even number. And then in one half of the class, they will be examining the laws of age restriction in different states. So they'll pick California and then they'll get one other state. And there's a nice little website right here that they can look at. It gives all the different, it's really nice and interactive for them. And then the other half is they're exploring the regulations of the advertising of tobacco products. And there's another website I give them here that they can explore to kind of get a sense of the different advertising laws and regulations for tobacco. So they have a 5 to 10 minute, so they research their own things in pairs, and then they do about 5 to 10 minutes of pair research on the designated topic, groups the students in groups of students into mixed pairs and have them share their what each pair got. So one pair will have the age regulations, the other pair will have the tobacco advertising laws. And then the very end, we have our closure, which is kind of just going over the generalized laws and regulations of tobacco for age restrictions and for advertising. And then at the very end of class, they have to turn in their graphic organizer as exit slip. So that is our lesson plan. Thank you very much, and have a good day, guys.